Right guys, Gaffed is back with the explanation to yesterday's Did It For You. It uses Gaffer's favourite lipstick, and look, definitely worn it down, although I've had this probably 5 years, so it's going to last forever. So what I've got is a deck of cards. I've got a blue card, the Force card, which I've literally covered all of the back of this card with roughing balm. Somebody did say in a comment, I guess you couldn't hand out the card. You could hand out the card because it's not actually double-sided stick tape. If they didn't know what they were feeling for, it feels like a normal card. This card is a red double backer, so it's going to hide this blue card. I have got a pencil dot in the top left or bottom right corners, so I could find this card. So in a real world situation, you would have to force this card. Now, what I was going to try and do was a shuffle, getting a great big down jog, so I could cut that card and then do a riffle force. But when I did my performance, I lost it, so I had to improvise by just giving it another shuffle, going through, finding that pencil dot card and saying this is the card we'll use. In a real world situation, that's not going to work. They're going to want to pick a card, so make sure when you force this card you don't lose it in the spread. So you've got your card, it's covered in roughing balm, so this card pretty much won't, it will separate when I want it to, but it won't separate when I'm actually handling the cards. So that will start on the top. Now you can give it a shuffle. Now what I was attempting to do was drop a load of cards, down jog some cards, carry on the shuffle, making it look quite scruffy. And when you square up the card, you can lift up at your down jog and cut your card back to the top. But what you would do is down jog a card, keep shuffling, making it look quite scruffy. Catch a break where that, see I've lost it again now. Make sure you don't lose the card. You're going to get a break where that card is, and then you could just simply do a riffle force. Riffle down the side, call that stop whenever you want, and pick up at that break. And then this is the spectator's chosen card, the King of Diamonds. Like I say, you've got that much roughing balm on that card. You can easily just push it over as one card, get them to sign it. Very important they sign this type of trick because it is a colour change. Turn it back over, and then what did I do in the trick? Oh yeah. Oh, I just did a simple. No, yeah, I remember now. They're going to sign this card. See, when I come up with tricks, I come up with them on the fly, and then when it comes to the reveal, it's like, what the hell did I do? When they've signed this card, you're going to get a pinky pull down on the bottom card, turn it into a thumb break. You're going to swing cut the top of the deck, show them this card, making sure the ink is dry. You're going to turn it over. You're going to use your little pad of your finger, push that card up. There's a lot of balm on there, it shouldn't split. And when you're going to turn it over to show them the King of Diamonds, you've deposited the card that was here. So you've got your pinky break, you're going to push this card up, and as you turn it over, you're going to drop off that card, but you're going to cover that by showing, tap it down. They now think this top card is their card, this is an indifferent card. You'll place that somewhere into the middle of this packet. You'll then split this packet, making sure not to flash this blue card. Place this inside of there. So to the spectator, it looks like you've just put their card in the middle of the middle, but in fact, it's still on the top. I now just did a simple triple fake false cut, dropping 3 piles down. I know which pile it is, I can see the pencil dot. Spectators now got free choice to point to 2 piles. Regardless what piles they point to, you're going to end up with this packet. So if they point to these 2, brilliant, we'll get rid of that. Put your finger on a packet. If they point to this one, brilliant, we'll use this. If they put their finger on this one, brilliant, we'll use this. Either way, you're going to end up with this packet. You're then going to deal the cards onto the table. Now, like I say, you've got that much balm on this card. You can just deal it down as a card. Spectator can call that stop. I mean, you can give them a shuffles if you want. Stop right there, you sure? Discard this packet. Now you're simply going to count how many cards you've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cards. You can make up whatever you want now. The top card is their card. I just made up a simple little thing saying I knew you would pick 8. We'd end up with 8 because I made a prediction. I hadn't made a prediction. But wouldn't you be amazed if after all that we've landed on your King of Diamonds? Now you've got a lot of balm on this card, so you are going to have to peel it off rather than push it off. So peel the card off, place it on the table. At this point they should think, well, that's a pretty good trick. Kicker come in, pick this card up, and all you're going to do is throw it through while flicking it. And you'll throw it through, flick it, and it will turn out blue. And believe it or not, that is their signed king. And it's now, what? Blue? But these cards are all red. You can't turn this over because you will have a double back card somewhere. But that's it, guys. A lot of roughing balm and some fake cuts and shuffles. Cheers.